Hello, 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 hello. I see that I am currently having technical difficulties, so bear with me. Okay. I know, right? Like, couldn't happen at a better time. There we go. There we go. It's fixed. Sorry about that, guys. So, welcome. Hello. My name is Moth Mordesha, and I'm going to be playing Conan today. And if you've been with us before, you'll be able to see that I've made some changes to the place after stream, well, before this stream actually. I was running out of space for things like, I don't know, my bed. So so I extended the 5x5 to a 6x5 in order to fit everything in here. And I went ahead and put down all of our crafting stations that we'll need, with the exception of Tinker's Bench, because I'm not high enough level to learn that yet. And I did it all in creative mode, so I didn't get any XP or anything like that. And I gathered more iron, so we have enough iron to make armor and weapons today before we make a trek to Sepermeru to get rid of our corruption that we got from when we went into the Sorcerer's Cave and died last time. Um, so what we're going to start with, well, I would prefer to start with a set of heavy armor, um, but heavy armor requires thick leather, and we have to either kill rhinos near Sepermeru or go to the savannah and kill rhinos or elephants to get said thick leather, or go all the way to the jungle to kill gorillas. But neither of those options are appealing or in any direction other than the rhinos at Sepermeru, which we may tackle when we get there, but it really depends on the weapons we're able to make. So um, we're going to start with medium armor. So we need to get some more twine, I believe. I know we have some, but I don't think we have enough. Yeah, only 10. So we're going to go get some plant fiber from our little section of greenery that's near us here at the sinkhole. Um, so we'll get that started. Has everybody had a good day today? Mine was pretty all right. Not anything spectacular to speak of. Just, work and gaming a little bit. Um, so trying to think about anything fun that happened today. Um, Can't really think of anything. I know yesterday I found out that one of our longtime managers at work is resigning, and so that's not going to be good for us. But, good for her. Um, and just keeping an eye on our weight so we don't get too over encumbered. All right, 93% weight is good enough for me. So we'll go ahead and make a bunch of twine. Since I have crafting speed on uber fast, it took no time at all. And we've got 30. Let's do a little bit more. All right. I think it's like 5 per medium armor piece. So that'll be enough to get us through with a little bit extra left over. All right. Cool. 5 of these bad boys. Go. And even with crafting on uber fast, it still takes a minute. So I decided to go with just the regular medium armor for the extra carry weight. That. Oh, we're all nice and kitted out. And when I can make jewelry, I will use the immersive armors set, which I haven't learned yet, but it allows you to illusion your armor without having a thaumaturgy bench. So I didn't feel like making one, but as you can see, we haven't learned fine metals yet. So fine metals you can find under armor. Let's see, make that crafts. Yeah, level 19. So close, but we're not there yet. So we're gonna have this lovely helmet until then. Now, let's see what we're gonna make for weapon. I will probably end up making a pike, a long or a two-handed sword, and a hammer, a two-handed hammer. I believe so. I'm not sure which one it is, off the top of my head. I mean, we can look through it, but do you remember which DLC at all? Stamina, agility. Because most of the DLC armors are like strength, agility, health, or stamina. Um, the Asian ones? Okay. Let's see. Got and that's the captain. The exiled chest is follower damage and passive damage. Carrying capacity. There you go. It's the Imperial boots. So I believe that's, yeah, the heavy Catan armor. And the mercenary is stamina. So, but thanks. Yeah. So, back over here. So we're gonna do a pike because I like pikes, and a hammer for like heavily armored things like rock noses and stuff like that, and then a two-handed sword for kind of crowd control, and maybe an axe because I do love a war axe. So let's see. Um, and there's my blood letter. Also craft. The blood letter doesn't have a great. If it doesn't, that's okay, but just I like to keep the visuals the same. Or there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the perfected steel poniards on us, even if we're not gonna use them. I'll probably leave the falcata here because I'm not a big fan of swords, like one-handed swords. I don't like the moveset. So there we go. Then we'll leave some of these things here. Need that. Stone daggers in case we get unfriended along the way and end up back here because we forgot to put down a bedroll, because I do that. So that we have weapons that we can use to get our stuff back. I'll leave plant fiber in here. Right. So the way we're heading, we're definitely going to run into rock noses and crocodiles. So I'll take the pike out first until we get past the hyenas that are over here. And then I'll switch to the hammer whenever we get closer to the rock noses. I believe I had tuned, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that in case I forgot. And since that just popped up, yeah, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if we add to corruption since we're already corrupted. Oh, that's cool. That's good to know. Thank you. I'd like the Yamatai Poitain. I'm not a huge fan of the style, but I do have the DLC just because. So, that is good to know. All right. Gonna be coming up on some rock noses here momentarily. But yeah, this is why we settled here first. My plan is to have our final kind of home at Mountains of the Dead. So we're close to all of the ores. Yeah, I did, and continue to do so on the Bazaar. I'd like to give support for a game I love, so that's... Oh, and swing and a miss. And there's 3 of these guys, like, right along this path, very grouped closely together, so... Oops. There we go. Okay. Oh, do I want to harvest, or do I not want to harvest? If it's gonna be mostly stone, I'm not gonna do it. Got plenty for that. Okay, there's another one right here. Oh, no, can't sneak by. Just move sideways at me, buddy. Oh, AI. Oop. Okay. There we go. Alright. Here's that one down. The third one over here. There he is. Close to our ramp down. Yeah. Oh. AI is so funny. No, don't hit me. We're friends, right? Nice, like, acquaintances. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now we're gonna come down here and there's gonna be a crocodile. Gonna try and eat us. Yeah, he's right there. Okay. Okay. That's cool, buddy. Stay on your side of the river. I'll stay on mine. Alright. Ooh, drink some water. Oh, it's empty. I guess I gotta fill that up. Alright. Hi, guys. Oh, I forgot that we picked up our steel sickle even though I just used it. Yeah. That's not what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah. It's, I mean, because I started on a roleplay server before I got really into Conan PvE. And so, you know, you bought the DLC so that you had all the pretty outfits so you could do, you know, Hyborian Barbie or whatever we call it. Um, and, and so, but then, you know, now it's a matter of like wanting to support the game itself so that, you know, they continue to add content to it. Which, you know, hopefully they plan to continue to do even after Dune. But, you know, thankfully we finally heard something and that there's going to be an update later this month. So, yeah, and I've got my doubts too, but I try and like push them to the side and stay positive that there will still be content. You know, they had plans before Dune, so I'd like them to stick with those plans. But you know, from what I've read regarding Dune, which I did play, played 114 minutes and then I refunded because it was just not the game for me. I didn't enjoy the gameplay. But you know, to each their own. But it's had a rough launch. So did Conan. So, yeah. Uh, there's a crocodile over here. It's got babies and eggs. So, should you want a crocodile baby, you can come right here. I get it, dude. You're just protecting your nest, but, I need to live. So, don't kill me, okay? Okay. Skinny, because I do need leather. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you exactly like what it was that I didn't like about it. It just didn't feel as fluid to me as Conan does. And that may be the ranged part of it. I did start with, I think it's the soldier, which is like the hand-to-hand combat, and it didn't feel good. And I just couldn't really get engaged with the story. Not that I'd spent that much time on the story. How much? Got 131, so make a plenty weak aloe potions. And now we come into the hot part. The desert. Which, I mean, I say the hot part, it just tells you that you're hot. But it's never gone to, like, extremely hot. So you don't really have to worry about it. It's not like you have to get ice like the volcano. Oh yeah? And have you enjoyed your 141 hours in Dune? Yeah, I mean, I've watched, I don't know if you've ever heard of them. Eradication, he's a builder for Conan on YouTube, and he's playing Dune now, and he says to get really good inspiration for like some pretty neat looking builds, you want to go with neo-brutalism, which doesn't sound fun to me, but I guess it's kind of like an offshoot of cubism. No, snake. Poison me? Okay. Well, yay. Only a little poisoned. And gonna add that to grit so that we dodge better. And I'm gonna try and avoid the big snakes. Because they can and do put me in a world of hurt. Oh, okay. So, well, I mean, having somebody to play with does make things better. I was playing by myself, and like I wasn't even like in voice hanging out with anybody while I was playing. And I just wasn't for me. It does need a single player mode, and I think that that is something that a lot of people have said that they don't like about Dune is the fact that it lacks a single player mode. But I don't know, honestly, like how they would go about putting one in when they've made the deep desert what it is with the PvP functionality. I mean, granted, they've given PvE like a smidge of the deep desert, and then from what I understand, people have basically built on top of all of the resource nodes that are there, so not everybody can get to it because people are super nice. Um, but yeah, that's that and it not having mod support are the two things that I hear the most of people saying why they're not a big fan of Dune is the lack of single player and lack of mod support. Okay. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Good talking to you. Good chat. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they say they have private servers, but like I would put that in the biggest quotation marks ever. Because you still have to, like, I think the deep desert is still multiplayer. So, or like, tied to official servers, I guess you'd say. I always forget where exactly Rockside is over here. So if we run into him, we will be running away quickly, fast as my little feet can take me. Okay. Yeah. A little 19 points of damage, just whittle them away. Like a rock in a river. Slowly but surely. There we go. Alright, so who survived? The big snake? Okay. Oh, there he is. There's Roxlion. That's where we don't want to go. It's like the final boss of Conan Exiles. Do it. Don't you come for me, snake. Okay. I mean, I guess I can kind of understand the hubs being connected, but not on a private server. Like, that's the whole point, is for you to get away from people. So I don't understand the point of having private servers. Hey, buddy, come over here. And then, like, being like, okay, well, yeah, here's private servers. You guys can just play with just your friends, except if you want to do literally anything in game. Yeah, I guess it's like an apartment complex with a pool or any kind of shared facilities like the laundry. Right. How are we going to navigate this? Because it's 5 that I can see. Mm-hmm. Okay. I didn't fall to my death. Yeah, okay. Ah! Don't get stuck. Okay. Okay. That's like the death of you. If you ever get like stuck between something and an enemy or many enemies, which is what happened to me yesterday when we were at the Sorcerer's Cave. I got stuck. That first Kappa, the first undead Kappa that's in there, was like directly in the way in such a position that I couldn't like go around him or jump over him or anything like that. Um, and then the other 3 like rushed up behind me, and that was it. That was it. Okay. Whee! Okay. Let's see. Hi, I'm invisible. Don't see me. That guy does though. Ah, I'm stuck in him. Oh, collision mesh. Okay. Here we go. There's War Makers. Okay. We'll head there and get the obelisk. And then head to Sepermeru for treasure hunt. Uh, no? Okay. Couldn't get away. Oh. Come on, stamina. There we go. Eat some food. Big scorpions, little scorpions. At least it's not the king scorpion. Yeah. You know what I always wondered is like if, the petrified trees that are all in the Sulphur Springs or Shatter Basin or whatever we call it, are they people? Like, were they people? Like, I haven't seen anything in lore to say that like, oh yeah, those are like were people once upon a time, millennia ago, when the war happened and the Lemurians did whatever they did to create Shattered Basin. Um, Witch Rock. Sorry. Like I know King Scorpion is over here somewhere. I can't ever remember which rock it is, but yeah, I'm not going to say hello. Because he is not nice to me. Right. Yay, more corruption. Okay. Um, I believe so, but I am not 100% sure where or which it is. I think is it over there? Let's go look. If you're like leading me towards the King Scorpion, I'm gonna be so very mad at you. Okay. There's this one.
Slaves, the Warmaker is issuing this decree regarding the battle north of the city. Any rumors of a new weapon unleashed by the humans is completely false. There was a natural phenomenon, a subsidence of the earth, that decimated the army before it came into contact with the enemy.
Oh, okay, okay.
The will of Set prevails, and we shall consult with the Triumvirate before we decide upon our new course of action in this war.
Sure, sure, sure. Propaganda. Yes, pink news. What you've heard, it's false. You just have to listen to what we say. That's the truth. Um, yeah, and it's all because of the Snake Men. The evil, evil Snake Men. And while we're here in Sepermeru, I'm gonna pop my head in to the wine cellars and have a conversation with Seth and see if I can get him to lend me his truncheon. So we can maybe earn some friends at some point soon. Yeah. Oh, the Sepermeru, yeah, yeah. And so, if I remember correctly, the Lemurians and the Giant Kings were like, cool with each other. Um, and they, made the bracelets to communicate, and we're all hunky dory. And then the Lemurians found out that the Snake Men were up in the volcano, and the Snake Men and the Giant Kings were like buddy buddy. And so the Lemurians were like, "Hey, can we kill them?" And the Giant Kings were like, no." And that's when they um, got mad at each other and started warring. Because basically the Lemurians were like, "Well, if you're their friend, you're not our friend." Um, put our weapon away. Hi. Hi, how are you? What are you? Okay. And the name blacksmith location. Nope, nope. Right, right. And then, the Lemurians got like real mad about that and um had did something with magic, and that's what created the Shattered Basin. And then the staff of the Triumvirate um was like talking to, I think, the Priest King or um the archivist, somebody, and was like, "Hey, what would be really cool is if you had this really big weapon and could kill them." And so that's when the Priest King like gave the staff to the War Maker, and the War Maker ended up enslaving a like sandstorm elemental and unleashed it. And then the dude that's in the whatever this is called over here, yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but it's where the sand beasts are. He did his own magic and stopped the sandstorm from entering the jungle where the Lemurians were, and but wasn't strong enough to like make it go away forever. So that's why you still have the sandstorms here, but they don't reach the jungle. Except they kind of do if you've ever been in Sunken City and had a sandstorm, because that bug has still not been fixed. Right. Start with this one, and we can learn some set and get a piece of treasure. And over. Oh no, it's over there. Okay. Yeah, well, I hated them for forever because I didn't exactly know how to handle them at lower levels, but now I do. And you can bandage through them as the animation is longer. Nothing cool there. Yeah, that's what I said. So just, oops, have some bandages with you, and you can heal through it. See anything up there? I know where a lot of them are. I don't know where all of the treasure chests are. Oh, if you see one and I don't, point it out. Oh yeah, there's emotes all over the place. Here. Yeah, there's all these like little papers on the ground around here, and they're all emotes. Here's one. Oh, I can give people bear hugs now. Sweet. clap. Ooh, a bow maker. Well, that sucks. Because this is single player, so as soon as I leave the area, he's gonna not be a bow maker anymore. The Harlot's Journal. We don't want to cast aspersions. It's okay to be a sex worker now. Oh, that is not a piece of paper. Ponder. And I think one of Rasmus' journal pages is also around here. And it's the one that explains that she's basically heading into the jungle, and that's it. Right. Yeah, she's kind of all over the place. Poor thing. And she's just like, I'm gonna give it all up to Zath and jump off this middle finger.
I am ready.
Oh, yeah.
Jakad's people were skeptical when I first stumbled into their city, but they knew his name. And then, Shemites, my countrymen. Familiar faces.
Yeah.
Some recognized my face, but I quieted them with a glance. It has been good for me to be here. I have been able to rest and relax. The exiled lands are a fearsome place, but the people here have managed to build something. I have spoken with men who have been here for a score of years. They told me of the Purge, when soldiers ride through the land, slaying and pillaging. They have told me of the sandstorms that arise with such fury out of nowhere and disappear just as quickly. I told them of the vision I had in the ruined city, of the room nestling beneath the secret heart of the ruins, of the map which shows the land that traps us, of the gems which can free us all. They've agreed to send an expedition. I will lead them into the ruins, and then to freedom. I leave the last page of my journal here. My journey thus far has been one written. Action speaks louder than words. May we never meet again in the exiled lands. Rasma of Shem.
To answer your question, Tacitus, she was basically like the, I guess, harlot or concubine or whatever you want to call her to the leader of her tribe. And then the leader of her tribe died, and the son that then became the chief or whatever the title was for the tribe sent her to the exiled lands because she was basically servicing somebody else in the hopes that they would become the chief. And so when he found out that she had been, I don't know, trying to finagle her place in society with somebody else, he got super mad and sent her to the exile lands. Like you do, you know? Carpenter, carpenter. Dancer. There's up here. Oh, I hear a kitty. Don't climb all the way on top of this warhorn. Okay. General, He's got better pawn cards already. Okay. Hunter armor. Oh. Booze. More booze. No. Go down. No. Ooh. What are you? Probably a language. Ancient Stygian. Oh my goodness. That don't believe is a lone fisherman. Doesn't look like they're in light armor, so. Okay. Oh goodness gracious, that's dark, huh? Right. Here he is. I didn't put a bedroll down. Remember? I'm like, nope. Let's go put a bedroll down outside of town before I do this. And they haven't spawned in yet. They're slowly spawning in. Oh gosh, guy. Scared me. Building should be allowed here. Here we go. I don't know. I mean, I only played a little bit of Age of Conan, or is that the name of it? Gosh, I can't even remember. I did play a little bit of it and did like it, but I didn't get too involved into it. And I like survival crafting games, so if they make a Conan Exiles 2, I'm all for that. That would be great. Take all that money you made on Dune and reinvest it in what gave you the money to make Dune in the first place, kind of thing, but we'll see. Yeah, I did enjoy it. It's just I could never really get into it. So like I remember the Herald of Zotli. I liked that guy, that class. But I don't think that I was very good at it. So, not that I'm good at mini games. All right. Hey, you walking backward at me, buddy? Oh, I'm out of stamina. Oh no, the other one spotted me. I'm out of here. Only handle one at a time. I am the brave Sir Robin. I bravely ran away. Yeah, I never played Anarchy Online, and I, you, I mean, that's one thing that I can say about for Funcom is that they do keep the games that they make alive, even if on maintenance mode, so that you can still continue to play them. So that's super cool. That is a lone fisherman because that is light armor over there. I mean, true, but they're level 60. Like, they're level 60 content, so why are you gonna call me out like that? All right, Seth, let's try this again. Don't call your friends. Eh, and this is why we put the bedroll down. Oh, I forgot that in dungeons it puts you at the beginning. All right. Just a single bop on the noggin is all it takes. I think maybe we'll use the bleed off of the daggers. Even though I'm spec into strength. But... that's it. I have not tried Isle of Women, but I do kind of want to, like once I finish this playthrough and maybe played some other games or something like that, I'd like to do like Savage Wilds, Isle of Shem, Isle of Women, Isle of Mint, like all of the different map mods that they have. Maybe even Age of Calamitous, although that's sounds like a big undertaking nowadays, with its like own weapon system and stuff. Right. We'll give this one more try. And then, you know, probably won't even drop. So there's that. But I figure 3 ducks is enough. Have you played Isle of Women before, or any of the different map mods? I've played Savage Wilds, so I know the map a little bit. Granted, it was on an RP server that allowed flying, so like I didn't have to navigate really like ground. So it'll be kind of completely different in that respect. But well, that's it. We'll see if I can even get. Gotta get my stuff though. Yeah, I've heard good things about the Isle of Tirnanog, but from what I understand, there's like no like PvE stuff unless you put it in there as an admin. Is that correct? Fighting himself now? What's happening? He reset? Oh no. He did not reset. Oh, okay, okay. Alright, I don't know why I thought that Tirnanog didn't have anything. Okay, so we'll have to revisit Seth another time because he doesn't want to give it up. Let's get rid of our corruption. That guy just going to town. The two ladies are the lazy dancers because they're just doing the snake dance, but he's trying to earn his coin. Yeah, I played AOC a long time ago, a long time ago. So I know it's undergone a lot of changes. I've seen some streams that people have done or video guides for more recent AOC, and they've like changed the like UI, like everything. And you know, I know you have to build big for all of the extra benches that you get with AOC. But I like the build sets for some of the factions and that kind of thing. So yeah, I definitely do want to play it. Hi, Kitty. All right, let's try and find more. Uh, More chests. There's some over there. Oh yeah, the prowlers are gonna come after me. Nothing there. Now that I'm up high. I see any more. Hmm. Okay. So I know these are always dancers over here. And there's a dancer that walks around as well. So they can all be tier 4s. Oh, nothing up there. Okay. Random spawns. And we're gonna run, because the prowlers are gonna run after us. There's a little hidey hole in here. Yeah. Take that, sir. Yay, purple lotus orbs. Well, I mean, they do have the map mod, or not a map mod, but a mod that adds, like, riverboats or something like that, I think it's called. And what's that with that? Okay. I love the music in Sepermeru. Nothing in... Really? Steel short sword. It's an agility weapon. I like those ancient braziers, but they're kind of heavy. Got any over there? I see one. Okay. And this is always an alchemist. These are random. And there is a guaranteed, I believe, smelter and tanner spawn over here. Yeah. And these are all always alchemists as well. This is always a dancer. Hey! They're super excited. I don't know why, but they are. Oh. I forgot about the chest over here. believe it was this one. Oh no. Excuse me. There we go. Ooh. Advanced weapon damage kit. Oh, there is? I haven't heard about that mod. That sounds pretty cool. Like my pirate fantasy has come true. Oh, well, darn. I mean, last year isn't saying much, although from what I understand, this next upcoming update, it's that like they're gonna have to update the mods. Because of whatever changes they've made to the dev kit. So at least it might work until that time. And this is always a dancer. Ah, look. Merchants. I've like never purchased anything from a merchant in Sepermeru. Ever. Wonder if there's anything up there. Okay. I don't know why climbing is sometimes so difficult. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I've been playing a little bit of Enshrouded lately, and whenever I get up high like this, like body wants to jump off of it and glide. And it's not a good idea in Conan. Drink a Red Bull first. It gives you wings. I like it. I like it. I like puns. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. Well, I don't remember where any of the other treasure chests are off the top of my head. So, let's start heading back and we'll swing by the Dogs of the Desert and get a camel. Oh, hi. What are you? Okay. Kitty. I love the cats in the game. I love getting the cats. I love having them around. But the meow is just too authentic, like and loud, like very, very loud. I don't know if any of you have ever gotten one of the cats, but there used to be. Sounds like it feels like there used to be a mod that added something really cool all the time, and then for whatever reason they've quit updating them, and that makes me sad. I mean, I guess maybe they got rid of them because of the Age of Sorcery and the backlighter. I mean, quote unquote backlighter. It reminds me of who I was watching, but they hate the bat glider because it like continuously tries to kill them. Let's see if we make our way back through. I really? Um, I leveled sorcery all the way on one of my characters and did a corrupted build, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I didn't use the spells so much. Um, but yeah, I liked it. I was squishy, but it was full authority, 19 corrupted with war party, and then it was full vitality, 19 corrupted with glutton for punishment, and then full grit. And it was tons of fun. You would, I never died because you regain health from your thralls, and like it's just overpowered, and I loved it. But I had to switch my spec because I needed to level thralls for purges. And while having war party is great to level thralls, being a sorcerer and trying to level with like one super squishy thrall that you're trying to get health from and one really overpowered thrall that you're trying to get health from, it just doesn't really work well. So I just switched to an agility spec, level them one by one. My pokey pokey. So we reach Rocknose territory. Uh, oh no, oh no, okay. Yay, level 19, hooray! I want Anchor. Titan. Okay, toss that. Oh, I got points to spend. Back to the pokey pokey. Okay. So yeah, camel is my favorite mount to have because of the storage capacity, since I usually only run with 5 points in expertise. So I like having somebody that can take stuff to carry. Okay. Are oh, getting close to the rock nose. Oh. Well, I would break out my torch so you can see, but I can't do that and have a two-handed weapon, so. Oh no. Oh. It's almost not good. Hey. Of course. Okay. There's that. That happened. Okay. Whew. All right. Back to the pokey stick for the desert. And starting to lighten up now that it's almost 3 a.m. I headed in the wrong direction. That makes me sad. I got turned around in the dark. Okay, well, here's my swath of dead bodies. Oh. Sunset or sunrise and sunset are so pretty in this game. The pinks and the peaches. Really like it. Okay, that scared me. There he is. Okay. Oh shoot. Ew. Ow. Ew. Okay. Scared me. Like, oh no, it's coming for me. Alright. I think I got enough weight room for a baby camel. We'll find out. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Alright, let's see if we can get past these rhinoceri. Is that what the plural for rhinoceros is? Or have we, like, as it's a global front, decided that we're not going to add I on the end of things to make them plural anymore? I. Of course, okay. Not after your baby, I promise, I promise, I promise. I want you to live forever. Get through your armor. We needed the kite anyway, so it'll work. Oh, I made it to level 20. Hi. Oh, okay. You saw nothing? I did nothing? Oops. Hopefully I'll be able to stand. Or not. Ugh. No. You're just waiting for my stamina to come back up. Yeah. Hi.
What can I get?
I would like to purchase a camel. Of course, I'm over encumbered. Alright, what are we gonna drop? Oh, get rid of that. Okay. Thank you for the camel, sir. Now I just gotta get home. Why am I... Okay. Like, why is there still danger music? It just made me think of the Simpsons. I'm in danger. All right, Mr. King Rhino, I shall be back for you one day. For your sweet, sweet skeleton key. I was thinking, like, if we got some good weapons, and if I could like take on Seth no problem, then we would swing by the Skittering Cavern and talk to the boss there and see about getting a skeleton key from him. But I don't think A, we're gonna have the time for that, and B, that I'd be able to do it. Although spider bosses are my favorite bosses to fight because they telegraph their moves so well. Um, so it's definitely on the list for soon. Okay. I don't have to hit them twice anymore. Tried it. Okay, so it is rhinoceroses. Rhinoceroses. Oh, hold on, my mom's calling me. So I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. My parents are elderly, so if they call, I kind of have to answer just to make sure that everything's okay. And that my stepdad has Parkinson's, and so sometimes I have to help over there. Um, but my mom was just calling to say that she was watching me. She's so sweet. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah. Hopefully the spider boss, if not next time, then the next stream after. Um, but as it stands now, we're just gonna head home and create a camel mount, and I think, let me check. I think I can learn. Yes, I can make a camel saddle. So go ahead and learn that. Am I the only one that gets like kind of nervous when I start to hit 50% like food or hunger or thirst or whatever? Because I get kind of like concerned that I'm gonna forget to eat or drink unless I do it right away, and then, you know, die of hunger or thirst. Like, I know it tells you, but I still get concerned. Where are you? Aha, there he is. And fairly soon we'll do the dregs and then do the tower bats to awaken the staff, because I do eventually, like, you know, once we've kind of done a bunch of stuff in the game, um, take my bracelet off, because that is something that I've never done in Conan, is get the bracelet removed. Like, of course, I've gone through the steps. I've just never gone to the Chaos Mouth and actually done the deed. But I know it's kind of underwhelming what happens after, but it is something that I just kind of want to do to say, yes, I've done that. Yes, the hand where the harlot met her end. Okay. I never really like understood like some of the um Giant King architecture and stuff like that. Like I understand, but I never understood this one. Like it's neat, but why? Like why is it there? Why was it built? Same with the summoning place. Like the lore stone there is like, oh, uh, don't worship Yogg because he's bad news or whatever. But what were they trying to summon there, if not Yogg? Because they're all about Set. Were they trying to summon Set? Hi, hi, friend. Just gonna go in this way. Okay. Well, definitely gonna aggro one of you. Okay, it's gonna be you first. Okay. Yes, now we can take on you. And 3. Okay. So I'd like to settle here like initially because of all of the ore, but it's also super super handy to be here and like living here when the Catan event is going on, because of all of the sorcerers that are around here. So they're all kind of centrally located, close to a caravan for turn-ins. It's super awesome. And there is our Sabian building in all of its glory. I tried to build build a pyramid kind of over where the big tree is over there. Um, and I used like the like 2 tile high sloping sides, and it became a very tall pyramid, very slender tall pyramid, and also did not count correctly, and so it was uneven because it wasn't the same amount of tiles on each side. It was uneven. Oh, I eventually tore it down. Oh, let me put the camel in there. camel. And some of this in there. And poof! Because I have crafting speed on super high, we have a camel. Okay. And while I go, let's see. Do we need to make want the saddling station, which is under saddler's work. That's what we want. Okay. Saved wood. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make wood at the carpenter. So what should we name our camel? Any ideas? Ugh. Start crafting those. Store this in the tanner's table. Tan that. Ooh, we got a queen bee. Hold on to that. Actually think this out. Okay, put it back. I don't want to make that much gruel. Okay, well. I think it's a good place to end it here. I will name the camel and you can find out what it is next time. And that'll be tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern. So thank you guys for coming to hang out. I really, really, really appreciate it. It means a lot. So I hope everybody has a good night. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night.